Prepare to be amazed by the incredible Spider-Man 2099 origin story, a captivating superhero from the future. Miguel O'Hara, an Irish-Mexican scientist, becomes this remarkable Spider-Man in the 2099 storyline. Inspired by the legendary Earth 616 Spider-Man, Miguel undergoes a genetic experiment to grant himself similar powers. What sets him apart is that his DNA is half spider, granting him extraordinary abilities like enhanced vision, telepathy, and unique talents such as fangs. Thanks to futuristic technology, he can even travel through time and communicate with other spiders in the Spider-Verse. Notably, he possesses the strength to wield Thor's hammer, adding to his impressive repertoire. Spider-Man 2099's incredible power undoubtedly established him as a force to be reckoned with, surpassing our present-day Spider-Man. Who is Spider-Punk? The main Spider-Man of Earth 138 resides in a dystopian universe ruled by President Norman Osborn, who imposes a ruthless dictatorship. Originally known as Hobie Brown, he was a homeless teenager and punk musician who gained his spider-like abilities after being bitten by a radioactive spider exposed to illegal chemical dumps orchestrated by Osborn. Fueled by anger and a love for punk rock, Spider-Punk wields his guitar as the ultimate weapon in his fight for freedom. Leading the Spider Army, he rallies against Osborn's oppressive regime, clashing with his ruthless police force. Eventually, they succeed in defeating Osborn, liberating the nation. Spider-Punk's heroic journey continues when he is recruited by Spider-Man 2099 to join the Spider Society and aid in saving the entire Spider-Verse. Adding to his intriguing backstory, he has had a romantic relationship with a version of Gwen Stacy and fronts his own band known as the Spider Slayers. Prepare to be amazed by the introduction of the Indian Spider-Man, Pavitra Prabhakar, who takes center stage in the accelerating Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. He is a unique version of Spider-Man residing in India. Unlike others, he acquired his spider abilities through magic from a shaman rather than a radioactive spider bite. Sadly, he lost his mentor, Uncle Bim. Pavitra resides in Mountbatten, a blend of Mumbai and Manhattan, donning a suit with Indian motifs and utilizing a bracelet to shoot webs. His cheerful and optimistic demeanor contrasts with Miles Morales, a more serious and moody Spider-Man from another universe. Both Pavitra and Miles are part of the Spider-Verse, a team of spider-powered individuals from different worlds, united to combat a destructive threat. Don't miss the captivating Indian Spider-Man and the thrilling new Spider-Verse movie. In Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, an intriguing question arises regarding the origin of the Spot's powers. Surprisingly, it all traces back to a seemingly innocent bagel. Keen observers may recall a scene in the first movie where Miles hurls a bagel that fortuitously lands on one of the scientists who ultimately becomes the Spot. But how exactly does this encounter lead to his acquisition of the powers? The movie reveals the answer. As one of the scientists involved in the development of the Kingpin Super Collider, his actions inadvertently lead to the spider bite that grants Miles his abilities from another dimension. As fate would have it, when the Super Collider faces destruction at the climax of the first film, the Spot finds himself ensnared in the ensuing explosion, resulting in his fusion with the vast interdimensional energy. Who could have predicted that a humble bagel would hold such immense consequences? In Across the Spider-Verse, the major plot twist is cleverly hinted at in Into the Spider-Verse. In a scene where Miles encounters Peter, a subtle detail catches our attention. The color of Miles' spider sense undergoes a significant change, transitioning from green and purple to red and blue. This visual cue cleverly foreshadows Miles' destiny as the Prowler, as his persona evolves from the Prowler to a Spider-Man. If you pay close attention, you might have noticed that Spider-Man 2099's theme bears a striking resemblance to the theme from Spider-Man Unlimited. This clever musical choice serves as a reference to the connection between the designs of Spider-Man Unlimited and Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 2099. Interestingly, the Spider-Man Unlimited series from 1999 was initially planned to be centered around Spider-Man 2099, but underwent changes following the release of Batman Beyond in the same year. A 14-year-old YouTuber named Preston Mutanga animated scenes from Across the Spider-Verse movie. His Lego-style recreation of the film's trailer caught the attention of the directors creators, leading them to invite him to animate the Lego world in the movie. For Mutanga, this must be a dream come true, as he dedicated weeks of his time during spring break and even after completing his schoolwork on weeknights. His talent shines through, and I highly recommend visiting his channel to witness his impressive work. Here are 3 crucial details to keep in mind before watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Firstly, be aware that the entire multiverse is in a state of utter chaos and fragmentation. This disarray stems from the climactic showdown in the first film, ignited when Kingpin activates the ill-fated Super Collider in a desperate attempt to reunite with his family. Secondly, unlike his fellow web-slingers, Miles has not yet experienced the profound loss of his own version of Uncle Ben. While he mourned the loss of Uncle Aaron in the previous installment, his journey hasn't quite delved into the same depths of pain and anguish as his spider counterparts. Lastly, Miles' parents are still unaware of his secret identity as Spider-Man. The only person in this universe who knows his true self is none other than Aunt May, the stalwart supporter of Peter Parker. In the exhilarating trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, an intriguing conversation unfolds between Miles Morales and Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. As Miles seeks to join a group of Spider-Men from different universes, O'Hara cryptically responds with a resounding no. However, he teasingly mentions,
"Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
This clever reference alludes to the potentially cataclysmic events of Spider-Man No Way Home 2021, involving the interplay between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. It's a nod to the intricate multiverse concepts that exist within Marvel Comics, where the mainstream Marvel Universe is known as Earth 616, while the Marvel Cinematic Universe is designated Earth 1999-99. This tease adds an extra layer of excitement for fans as they anticipate the interconnected storytelling that awaits in the Spider-Verse. In Spider-Man's Across the Spider-Verse, the upcoming sequel to the critically acclaimed Into the Spider-Verse, it has been reported that the movie has surpassed its predecessor in terms of size and scale. Directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller originally told Sony that the sequel would be of a smaller size to the first film. However, it has since been revealed that the film boasts the largest crew of any animated movie in history, with an estimated 1,000 animators working on it. Along with that, the film is set to feature an impressive 240 characters and will take place in 6 different universes, promising to take viewers on a thrilling and expansive journey through the Spider-Verse. Have you heard about the fishy tale of DreamWorks' Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken? DreamWorks seems to be taking a page out of the Disney playbook by turning fairy tales on their heads, but with a twist. Instead of focusing on singing princesses, DreamWorks is all about creating memorable villains. Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken is no exception. In this story, we are shown that people adore mermaids, but as we know, people can be downright foolish. Disney's The Little Mermaid would have us believe that mermaids are gentle creatures with hearts of gold, but DreamWorks has other ideas. In their world, mermaids are the epitome of evil, and they want nothing more than to destroy everything in their path. Could this be DreamWorks' way of throwing some shade at Disney? Who knows?